Chapter 1988. Kano smiled slightly. Then I will thank Mr. Su on behalf of the Oris Hill Orphanage. Shifei hurriedly waved his hand. Where this should be done. What's more, I donate the money, which is actually used to make a donation to the Buddha. The money was originally intended to be used as a sponsorship fee. Thanks should go to Miss Kano, not me. Kano smiled for some reason and then said, Mr. Su, since the cooperation has been decided, let's wait for the actual progress in a few years. I still have something to do now. I have to excuse myself from the company first. As soon as Jiu heard this, she quickly stood up and said with a smile, Sister Kano, you are busy in advance, we won't bother. Kano nodded lightly and said, then I'll let the two of you out. After finishing speaking, she called the servants at home and said, Auntie, please help me send the guests. A middle-aged maid walked over immediately and said respectfully, 2 guests, please. Shifei felt a little bit reluctant, but he stood up and said to Kano, Orin, and Aiko, Miss Kano, Uncle, Auntie, we will leave now. Orin nodded, and said nonchalantly, go slow. Aiko smiled and said politely, then we won't give away 2 people, and the road will be slow. Jiu hurriedly said, Auntie, visit us at home when you have time. Aiko politely said, well, if you have time, come to the mansion to visit. With a few simple greetings, the family servant sent the Su siblings out. After the 2 left, Orin couldn't help frowning, and muttered, I always feel that the 2 young people of the Su family are strange. Aiko nodded and said, I have this feeling too, it seems a little unnatural. After all, Aiko said again, it might have something to do with what they encountered in China some time ago. After all, the incident was quite a big deal. It is said that if the mysterious person did not save them, the 2 of them might have had trouble, even died in China. Orin nodded and said with emotion, hey, I heard that Zin also went to China at that time. Why didn't he die in China? Aiko seriously asked, you, don't talk nonsense, Zin is also the quasi-patriarch of the Su family now. We really can't afford him. If you talk nonsense like this, don't you cause trouble for yourself when you spread it out? Orin gritted his teeth and said, that old Biat starred Zin, this grandson is the most D@MN thing. Back then, how many times did the older brother Robson have the chance to kill him directly, and in the end, he was relieved to let him go. Later, that villain's cheeks in Avengers. It's so king disgusting. Aiko patted him on the back and comforted him, if you are done, don't worry about these things anymore. Even if you are recovering from a serious illness now, our family is not the opponent of the Su family. Zin's hatred, etc. After Alex returns to Eastcliff in the future, you 2 will join hands to report. Orin nodded repeatedly and said seriously, you're right. One day Alex will return to Eastcliff, marry our daughter, and inherit the entire Anderson family. At that time, I will see what else the Su family can do. Kano on the side was more or less embarrassed and whispered, oh, Dad. You haven't said anything about the marriage between Alex and me, don't forget that he is married now. Orin waved his hand and said firmly, Kano, don't worry, Alex will marry you within 3 years. Kano was a little shy and asked in surprise, Dad. You? How are you so sure? Orin looked at Kano and said very solemnly, Alex's personality and his style of behavior are too much like your Uncle Anderson. Based on this alone, I dare to conclude that Alex will follow his parents' arrangements before death, and he will marry you.